Hello YouTube, 2008 Ford Escape Hybrid. This will be part 2. Today we're going to pull out the power transfer unit. It has a hole in the bottom of it. Looks like a gear got caught, broke somewhere along the line, got stuck in the mechanism and found its way to pushed right through the casing. So today we pull it out and go find a replacement. Okay, positive's off. Pull off the negative. It's an 8mm. A little bit more. All right, just jacked up the driver's side. Trying to set up a jack stand here. It's not the easiest because the frame of this Escape, or lack thereof, unibody. So what I've come up with is, that's the jacking point where I've got my floor jack. I'm going to put my jack stand right under the lower control arm mount here. Ultimately, this cross member here has to come out. And while I'm under here, I am going to spray the exhaust flange bolts with penetrating oil, give them some time to soak, because those all have to come out. I'm going to try and get this PTU out without taking the exhaust manifold out. I've heard it can be done. Let's see how that goes. Oh, and I'm going to take those, I'm going to spray those bolts there too, because I'm taking, you can see the flex pipe. Flex pipe's destroyed, so we're going to fix that too. Three in the front and 2 back there if you're taking out this front exhaust pipe. So we'll let that soak and jack up the passenger side. Right, here's the setup. I've got jack stand under the front passenger control arm. I've got my floor jack under the jacking point. I have another jack stand on the passenger side at the jacking point, and I've got a 6x6 under the driver's side wheel that I'm not planning on removing. So now that we're all 100% safe and we've got about a good probably 18 to 24 inches of working space under here, now with everything secure and safe, we're going to tackle taking the PTU out. Alright, I loosened up the lug nuts, the breaker bar. The car was on the ground. I'll zip those off. 19 millimeter. Put the wheel and tire under the frame somewhere. Just another added piece of protection. Plus it gets it out of your way and you won't grip on it. Next order of business, we'll tackle the tie rod. And here, looks in good shape. We'll remove that, pop that out. That'll give us space to swing the whole assembly away and pull out the axle once we remove a couple more bolts on the inside. But if you recall, I also mentioned, or also remove this 32 millimeter nut with a breaker bar while the whole vehicle was on the ground before I jacked anything up. All right, let's get after it. Interesting. Strangely enough, that's an 18 millimeter, which is an odd size. Anyways, it's gonna need some more power, I think. There we go. We're going to the air tool, because these things are a little difficult, and this should make short work of it. Okay, loud noises. That was easy. Let's give it some persuasion. Perfect. I was hoping not to use this, because sometimes it ruins the boot. All right, that's out of the way. Let's see here. Okay, so now we'll finish taking off the axle nut. All right, loud noises. What's that? All right. Oh, good. All right, so deep inside there. Let me see if you guys can see that. There are some 13 millimeter nuts. See if I can get you in there a bit better. Those two 13 millimeter nuts right there. So they've got to come off. And we'll do that next with some socket extensions. That was easy. Uh-oh. Seems we dropped that sucker. Okay. I did not hear it hit the ground. Definitely gonna have to find that one. I don't really anything get caught up on. It should have just fallen straight down, which I suspect it did, but Let's get the other one out. We'll find that one in a moment. Let's see here. I'll spin that way. Okay. Both nuts were not very tight at all, easy to remove with just a simple hand socket. See if I don't lose this one. Bring it with me? No, I did not. Still on there. Probably best to get a magnet for these, but I'm just gonna hope for the best. The shop's not big, so these things can't go too far. Alright, so that's off. That holds it onto that bracket. So we shall leave that dangling free. While we're under here, let's find the other one. So it would have dropped here. Straight down. Huh. Interesting. It's not here. Make it onto there. Okay, well, we shall find it. Just don't know when. All right. So the axle now's got to come out, but I can't push it in far enough. There are a couple forums that if you twist this enough, you can get the axle out, but you can't. It doesn't work. It's not enough space. The axle doesn't compress enough. So take these two bolts so I can disconnect the spindle from the strut, and hopefully I can pivot this whole assembly far enough forward yeah, to get the axle out. Failing that, might have to take off the lower ball joint, which is here. Probably add lighting, which is there, lower ball joint. And if I need to, I can pop the whole thing off in order to get the axle out. Might end up doing that. In the long run, it might be the easiest thing to do, just to do that in the first place. But I'm going to try the two up here first. All right, again, 18 millimeter. So I'm going for the big boy right away. Put a box wrench on the end, and I'm just going to run these off with a air gun. So one, two, easy enough. Let's see if these will cooperate. I have to get rid of this clip here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Looks like a 10 millimeter. Okay. There we go. A little corroded. All right, that should give us enough space here Just move that sensor wire out of the way and see if I can loosen these up. Okay, this one's already loose. Pop those out. Pry bar. Can't believe I haven't pulled the pry bar out yet. Usually that's one of the first things. Get a jack under there. That. I think I should. Let's get a jack under the control arm here before we pull these bolts out. I don't want this to fall. Jack number 2. Jack number 2. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe a jack stand, but we're gonna wanna lower this down. Let me get this bad boy prepped up here. Just this way you can take the tension off the lower control arm. And be able to take these bolts out. I'm going to put it up just under the ball joint. Oh, and I'm almost there. All right. Let's get a little spacers under there, a piece of plywood. All right, I'm just gonna jack up the lower control arm. There we go, you can see the movement already. Oops, a little bit less actually. Drop that just a tad. So all we wanna do is basically just support it. So these are loose. And we should be able to finagle it a bit. Oh, this one's coming out. To be able to get the strut mount bolts to the spindle off. Now this one's almost off. There we go. There. Now we should be able to push the axle through here. So let's see if we can push that all the way through without having to get out the old air hammer. Ugh. Alright, I'll keep turning it. Oh man, it's tight. I think we'll get it though. Okay. Come on, you. Oh, we're pulling on the brake line just a tad, but I think we'll be successful. There we go. Okay. Now we can pull the whole axle assembly out. We'll do that next. Here's the axle on the passenger side. We have removed it, pushed it out of the hub. We've unbolted this, and I think there's 2 different parts to this, but I was hoping to get the whole thing out at once. So we're gonna try pry bar. Oh, look at that. Okay. Yep, just pull it off to the side. Start pulling it your way. Okay, this might get messy. I didn't drain transmission fluid, so we might get, yeah, okay, a little bit comes out there. So there you go. Probably should have drained the transmission fluid, but we're gonna drain it this way for now. PTU is probably gonna lose a bit more as well, but I was hoping to not have to change out the transmission fluid, seeing as how I only did that on this vehicle about 6 months ago before the PTU failed. All right, we're gonna deal with this mess, and we'll be back at her. All right, and now with that transmission fluid draining out, we'll pull the axle. So just grab onto the both ends. Yeah, try not to stretch the boots at all, and just slowly just pull it out of the transmission housing. Yeah, just pull it straight to you. No? Okay, hold on a second. Ooh, there we go. So we're gonna make sure we keep that clean. You can wrap a cloth around the end of it and go put that off to the side. We're not gonna need that for a while. And we will let our transmission drain through the axle hole. I think next is most likely going to be this cross member. While this is draining, should be pretty straightforward. Pop that off, and then we'll start looking at tackling our exhaust bolts here, this bracket, and then of course our PTU. I'm hoping to not have to take this off and support the engine and everything, because that's an engine mount. You can see if you trace this along, the engine mount is right there. So we don't want to have to mess with that, because then we'll have to support this. So here we go. Let that drain. All right, while it's draining out, we're gonna hit the cross member, 15 millimeter times 2. 1. 2. Okay, onto the driver's side. Oops, sorry, onto the passenger side. Had to change SD cards there. Okay. That's the third one. Okay, actually, I'm just going to hold. I'm just going to take this cross member down. Cross member out of the way. Okay. All right, with the cross member out of the way, next we're going to tackle the drive shaft, and our PTU here, or transfer case, is getting much more opened up. All right, drive shaft is next. T40, Torx T40, I believe. Get after it. All right, T40 drive shaft bolts. So we're going to try and get these out as easy as possible, I guess. Make sure you guys can see what I'm trying to do here. All right, T40 bit. Oh gosh, this thing's still dripping. No fun. One. Back. I'm not going to be able to turn that. It's 2. Let's see here. The only tight one of the bunch, I think. Let me see something here. Yep, it's definitely T40. Sorry, I think it was in the way there. Let's keep going here. Okay. Okay. One more on the very top. I don't know if this is gonna fall. So just to be safe, I'm going to throw a bungee cord around. I don't want this drive shaft falling on my head. Or falling period, I guess. So let's just tie this up if I can to the exhaust piece that I'm gonna have to ultimately remove. All right, upper one is giving me some grief. Okay, let's see if we can get this upper one out here. It's causing problems. The top one is the hardest one to remove. Interesting. I have no idea why. Okay. When in doubt, I guess remove it by hand. Okay. Again, I hope that bungee cord keeps things from falling on my head. Oh, that one is being stubborn. Gravity. Okay. Yeah. Why? Okay, it's almost out. It's just that last one. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, I just gotta keep working it here. This truck is in amazing condition otherwise. The undercarriage is perfectly clean. Really good unit. Okay. still. Huh. Okay, we're free. We'll just leave those ones in there. And that top one. Yeah, we'll just leave those all in there. That's free now. It's not going any... Well, it's unbolted. Let's put it that way. Alright, let's try and get these broke free. I'm gonna move you guys out a bit. Hold on. I'm hoping the penetrating oil helped. Maybe not. How about a little bit of air? I'm gonna try to see if I can break these loose with the big boy, I guess. Hopefully not snap them. Broken. Doing that one. Oh, hot. One successful. Get that one. Okay, baby, come on. Without breaking. Okay, little bit by little bit. I think I might be on the road to snapping it. Let's try a little bit of love. Alright, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Oh, hot, hot, hot. Okay, so that's gonna come off. Okay, and I believe now, let's see here. Do we have to take this whole bracket off? I believe we do. So, let's take these two. What is that? 13. Let's try 13. One. 2. Oh, that's not moving whatsoever. So what's the deal here? So our flex plate comes off with our gasket. Try and get... Okay, let's try and get those two off next. studs. Okay, deep 15. Okay, next we're going to take this bracket off.
A 10 socket, please. Short, please. Hold on to it, please, for a sec. Yes, 10 mil? Yep. 13 millimeter socket as well, please. Shorty, please. Just hold it. Okay, keep all these separate for a sec. I'm just going to hand you a bunch of stuff.
Okay. So, bracket out of the way. I'm going to take this bracket right here off. So 2 more 13s. And it looks like 2 more 13s on that side as well. Will give us a bit more access to the bolts. That bolt. One more hiding right there. Bunch of 13s. It gives us more access to get the PTU out. Like I said, hoping not to have to remove the exhaust manifold from up top and the O2 sensor and all that kind of stuff. So let's see what we can do here. Maybe actually 13. Okay, that's one broken. 2. Oh, these looks like they're following the torque specs. Pretty simple. Broken loose. Let's see if we can get this one. Easy peasy. $13. 13. Oh, tight fit. No space. 13 millimeter stubby, please. No, 13 millimeter stubby box. I'm going from up top. The ratcheting one if you can. Perfect, thank you. Let's try something different here. And I'm going the wrong way. Okay, so I'm just using a flex head to run these out. Gravity. Okay. Okay, that moved a bit.